Evening, folks. I don't yet again don't have any good ideas for a video, but I will tell you this. I recently discovered a podcast slash YouTube channel of a guy who is a family member of the Duncan Racing dynasty. All the cool trick parts that Paul Turner produced and developed, they have bought out, taken it over, moved it along, moved it forward, kept it going all these years. Kudos to them. Anyway, enough of me yammering. The meat and potatoes of it is the Mike Coe interview, the Mark Wexeldorfer interview. There's a couple others where they talked about the testing and some of the other stuff. And they basically said if you were in tight with Wes McCoy, you could get some of this stuff. Now, there was a dumpster of the non-serial numbered racing stuff that you were not allowed to have. And if you were caught rummaging or even looking in that dumpster, things might have been ugly. I'll try to put the link of that YouTube channel in this video description, so check for it because it may or may not be there. I'm not sure how to do it, but I'll try to put it there. Go and subscribe to that guy. He's on top of things and doing a lot of good for us in the tricycle community. And basically what they were getting at was, when these things were here in the States, they had fabricators here. Mike Coe's brother was a fabricator, and he worked on everything Mike ever raced, Team Honda or not. Bob Ace Williams worked on stuff for Honda and everything else. So that whole, it looks homemade thing, it looks handmade. It is, because it was only one. It was a test and a trial. Now, they were on the racing side of things, where they only needed to make one or two of something because it needed to make it for a racing season, and chances are they improved it, and Honda sent them better and new stuff. This being a little different, I literally think this prototype is so old that they weren't yet racing the 250R when this was being built. I think they worked on this, built this, established it, and then started building their racing platform from this. It's just too much to not be able to explain. And Mike Coe also said, which I'm not sure how they did it, but he said they were, the water or the air-cooled bottom ends were going to be set up to run a water pump. Now, I'm not sure if that's what this back here is, if that's where the counterbalance shaft is, this round boss here, and then they just had a different case, or if it was actually on this side of the motor and the water pump was over here where it's a little less busy and a little less frame, ignition, flywheel, whatever. I don't know, but they were talking about steel clutch baskets and all kind of cool trick racing parts, and kind of making, I don't want to say proving my story, but with what they were doing to innovate on the fly with their van full of parts out in the desert while they were testing for the Baja races, sounds a lot like how they would have done this to make it work. Everybody pictures a couple Japanese guys standing around a table with this thing sitting on it in their perfect white lab coats in a factory so clean you can eat off the floor. That's not the way it was. These things were moving way too fast. Look from an 81 to an 85 at the difference, or 86 to the difference. How much changed and how fast. So definitely go give that guy a like and a subscription and watch his videos. He's doing, and modern stuff. He had some guys on that race modern three-wheelers and the conversions. I'm not huge on them. They're not really on my radar. I like the old stuff, but they are cool. And then I was also thinking, all I ever do is stand here and talk and yak and show pictures of this. And actually, these all do need to be fired up. Now, the prototype just ran down at Binky's October, the last Saturday of October, matter of fact. So that one's good. The 81 kind of has a float issue, so I got to turn the gas on, then turn it off real quick just until the carburetor's full. The 82 should fire up no problem. The 83 should fire up, and the 86 should fire up. So we're going to see if they make a liar out of me. They're dead cold. I just got home from work. I'm not fooling with anybody. I just want to see if I can make a little smoke. And maybe we'll set off the smoke alarm. It's getting a little hazy. Well, they all been run. December 23. Look at that haze building up in the air. Check that out. Ouch, I just hit my head on the light. I wish I could bottle that up. If I ever pass out and go down, just wave some of that under my nose. I'll come right back to life. We'll see you next time.